CHAMPS Winter Roundup is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. Also in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to one of our best high school winter sports shows here at State Champs, the Indiana Winter Roundup. As much as we love boys basketball, this is the place to stay up to date with all of the other sports happening this season. As always, we are presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. I'm Grace Boyles.
And I'm Jenna Skelski. This week's edition of the Winter Roundup is all about girls basketball and a dash of girls swimming. We'll be taking you on a road trip throughout the state of Indiana to witness the action in Evansville, Terre Haute, and Fort Wayne.
Let's get started on this girls basketball road trip. Our first stop is in the Evansville area.
I'm John Rawlings from the Evansville area. Regional semifinal action between Memorial and Greensburg. Third quarter, Mallory Russell drains the triple from the wing, and shortly after, Russell shares the wealth. Going inside to Peyton Murphy for two. Tigers trailing but still fighting. Back to Russell they go, who continues her sharp shooting from the corner. And just seconds later, she picks off the errant pass and converts the lay-in. Tigers still hanging around. Time winding down in the third. Murphy strikes again, this time drilling the go-ahead tray, making it 49-47 after three. Midway through the fourth, Memorial stays out in front as Russell finishes off the fast break for Memorial. It's a 2-point Tiger lead. However, in the final minutes, Greensburg would come alive and end the Tigers' regional run. Memorial falls 69-63. On the other side of the bracket, Washington takes on Salem in the semifinal. The Hatchets go to work early. Elena Thorne with two in the paint. Washington draws first blood. Final seconds of the first quarter, the Hatchets trying to keep pace with Salem. Thornton delivers again down low. However, Washington trails by 4. Salem closes out the first by bombing away. The Hatchets were down 16-9 after one and were unable to recover. Washington's season ends with a 62-48 loss.
I'm Grant Pugh reporting from Terre Haute, Linton, and Eastern for the regional championship in 2A. Vanessa Shafford with a monster night for the Miners. They get it to her at the top. She drains the three-pointer, Linton up 25-18 in the third. She had 19 points. Then she sets up Haley Rose down low. How about this shot? Haley with 5. Later, it's Rose to Shafford for another tray. That would help make some history. So much emotion for this group. They become the first Linton girls team to win a regional title as the fans storm the court. You know they're excited to be a part of that. Linton wins 43-33. Here's Shafford, Burgess, who had 12, and Rose on a monumental night.
It feels so good. I knew we could do it. Going in with the winning mentality, that's what we have to do. We have to play with confidence, and we did, and I'm just so proud of my team.
I mean, a lot of different things are going through my head. I mean, we just made history tonight, and I'm just really excited. The whole team is. We get to keep on going and playing together, and it's unbelievable. It's an amazing feeling, and it's awesome.
It's just surreal because it's never been done in school history, and it's great because we're the first team to do it.
Class A Regional Championship at West Washington, Tecumseh versus Lagodi. How about Mackenzie Van Hoy to get it started? That's a three-pointer. First points of the game for the Lady Lions. More from her. What a good move on the attack. In the paint, that tied the game at 6. Solid night for her. She was not done either. Jalen Walker finds her for another tray. Huge in the opening quarter. One more, it's Brooklyn Jones here. Congrats to the Lagodi Lions. They win their first regional title since 2002, 53-47 over Tecumseh.
Hi, Greg Rakestraw, and yes, the Baz is back. Bob Stambazzi. You get to see us for our portion of State Champs Indiana Hang Time each and every week. It's released on the various social media channels every Thursday afternoon through our friends at State Champs Indiana. We talk about some great games from across the state of Indiana with a focus on Northeast Indiana this week, which makes the senator from Northeast Indiana awfully happy. Plus, you know me, there's going to be some sort of Carmel reference, and then Bob says I should wear a letter jacket. All the hilarity comes your way this Thursday here on State Champs Indiana Hang Time.
Hey guys, Lauren Plant here, and if you are a high school student and into STEM, I want you to consider Lawrence Technological University. One example, the $17 million Topman complex is home to the Marburger STEM Center. This nearly 40,000 square foot, 3-story structure links the existing science and engineering buildings. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics has been part of Lawrence Technological University's DNA since the university was founded in 1932. The university's Marburger STEM Center supports LTU's offering of STEM leading education on campus and beyond. Get more info on the incredible Topman complex and how this addition on campus is leading the way in technology-based education. Visit LTU's academics website at ltu.edu/academics.
I chose Lawrence Tech for the architecture program and volleyball team. Architecture is a great fit for me because I love math and design. Now I combine them with technology to create beautiful structures. At Lawrence Tech, I didn't have to wait until my third year to start designing. Our hands-on education begins right from day one. And I'm really excited about LTU's Design Center in Detroit. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Welcome back to the show. Now we're headed back to the hardwood for the Brownsburg and Lawrence North matchup.
I'm Chuck Pellerito, and we head over to Decatur Central for a 4A regional championship battle between 11th ranked Bulldogs from Brownsburg and number 8 Lawrence North Wildcats. LN looking to get back to banker's life again after falling to Hamilton Southeastern last year. Christian Young with the fancy footwork and lay-in to get us going here. Wildcats working hard on both ends of the court. Jayla Smith grabs the board, gives to Young, and she's going to heave the long pass down to Katie Davidson. She's all alone for the easy bucket. We were tied at 10 after 1. Brownsburg pulled away in the second with a 17-point quarter. Mackenzie Stein splits a pair of Wildcats and drives, takes the hard contact, but finishes the three-point play. Then Allison Bosey gets the pass on the baseline, drives and hits the floater to give the Bulldogs a 5-point lead at the break, 27-22. Brownsburg not done yet. Out of the break, Kaylin Terrell throws up a contested three-pointer and the freshman finds the bottom of the net. Everybody getting in on the three parade now. Mackenzie Bedrick from the same spot unloads a triple. Bulldogs look to have everything going right, but the Wildcats weren't done just yet. Young drives hard and with two Bulldogs in her face, able to get the bucket to drop. LN went on an 11-0 run to get the lead back in the fourth. Young unable to drive, that's okay, give it to Davidson, she'll get the bucket to fall, and that put the Cats up by 1. Great D by LN forces it out of bounds with 7 seconds left. The Bulldogs' last chance falls just short, and the foul on Young with 1 second left. Lawrence North wins a thriller, 58-57 over Brownsburg. They win their second straight regional and advance to face Bedford North Lawrence in the state semifinals on Saturday.
4A Regional Championship game at Marietta High School. 4A number 3 Homestead taking on top-ranked Northwestern. Second quarter action. It's Northwestern doing work off the steal. You're going to see the sophomore McKenna Layden with the deuce. McKenna Layden had 10 on the game, and Northwestern in control, up 11 at the half, 29-18 on Homestead. Third quarter, it would be all Northwestern. This is where they broke the game open. That's McKenna Layden for the deuce. And then you're going to see the senior, Madison Layden, the Purdue recruit, just draining threes. She had 19 points in the third quarter alone. Madison Layden drilling triples. This last one here would give Northwestern a 20-point lead at 40-20. No give up, however, in Homestead. They're ranked third for a reason. This is the senior Central Michigan recruit, Sydney Graber. She led the Spartans with 16, but simply too much firepower from Northwestern. It's Kendall Bostic who's going to play college basketball at Michigan State with the lay-in. She had 18. And then, right before the end of the third quarter, it's Madison Layden burying another three. And after 3 quarters of play, Northwestern up 31, 58-27 on the Homestead Spartans. Fourth quarter, it's Riley Parker, the future Purdue Fort Wayne Mastodon, drilling the three. She had 9, but it would not be enough as Northwestern rolls 72-35. They improved to 28-0 on the season, while Homestead ends with a 26-2 record. .3A Regional Championship at Belmont. 3A number 2 Benton Central. 3A number 4 Norwell. First quarter, the Knights coming out hot. This is Lauren Bales for 3 as Norwell jumps out to a 10-2 lead in the early going. Benton Central trying to weather the storm. They do it inside here. It's Audrey Strausma, the senior. with the deuce. But you're going to see Mackenzie Tolliver as Norwell could not miss from behind the arc in the first quarter. Tolliver, 3 of her 12, and Norwell up by 11. Then the Knights go inside. You're going to see Breanne Barger with a nice look to teammate Maya Shelton. Shelton with 2 of her 16 there. That would lead the Knights. But before the end of the first quarter, it's Tressa Senesac. Yeah, she had a game-high 18 points, but it was 15-9 Norwell after 1. Second quarter, it's Norwell hitting the boards on the kickout. It's Kaylee Felling. She had 8 on the game, and Norwell up by 6. However, Senesac just so huge on the game. You see her with the left hand right there. Then it's Kelsey Kaufman time. She would get the deuce for Benton Central as Benton Central goes on to win 49-43. The Bison are your regional champs.
I'm Kevin Czerzinski, and we've got our first state championships of the year, girls swimming and diving. Thanks to the IHSAA Champions Network for the coverage. And we'll start things off in the 200-yard IM. It's going to be a close one in the middle of your screen. Zionsville, Devin Kitchell just edges out McKenna Lesky from Carmel by a little over a second with a final time of 1:59.47. Zionsville finished in 7th in the overall standings. We move over now to the exciting 50 free, and we get the closest race of the day in this one. Lanes 3 and 5 are neck and neck, and it's going to be Elizabeth Broshears from Evansville Wrights Memorial taking the win with a final time of 22:97. Just 1/100th of a second faster than freshman Megan Christman of Carmel. Let's head over to the 200-yard free relay. The favorites to win this event are in the middle of your screens. Colin Duffy starting, leading the first leg for Carmel, and Maya DeWitt for Carroll. Great relays from Avery Williams and Gretchen Luking for Carmel, giving them a lead, but Maya Vanderhagen and Alexis Janikowski aren't far behind for Carroll. Gonna come down to the junior anchors. And Madeline Crispin for the Greyhounds comes in first with the 132.61. Tegan Moon and Carroll finished in second with the 133.86. And we'll finish things off with the 100 backstroke, and it would be another tight one. The freshmen from Carmel, Barrett Berglund and Maya DeWitt of Carroll separated by a half a second in the prelims. And in the middle of your screens, it's going to be Berglund with a final time of 53.41. DeWitt right behind her at 53.79. And the Carmel Greyhounds will win their 34th consecutive girls swimming and diving finals, racking up an amazing 426 points. And Fishers would come in second with 208.
February is Black History Month, and this week, State Champs salutes Herman Boone. If the name doesn't ring a bell, maybe this will. The story of his struggle and triumph coaching a newly integrated football team in 1971 Virginia inspired one of the greatest sports movies of all time, Remember the Titans. A city where high school football was everything to the people of Alexandria, Academy Award-winning actor Denzel Washington portrayed Herman Boone, who was chosen to lead a team forced to integrate when the local school board chose to combine an all-black school with an all-white school. With the very football foundation and soul of the city at stake, Coach Boone and the former white head coach Bill Yost taught the young men to come together and overcome their differences. Improbable, and against all odds, the team won the state championship that year. A big social justice supporter long before he became the head coach at T.C. Williams High School, Herman marched with Martin Luther King in North Carolina. He was also a very successful football coach both before and after that magical year of 1971. One of his 3 daughters, Monica Merritt, is the superintendent of schools in the 5th largest district in Michigan, Plymouth-Canton. Having her father's story as part of a Disney film was surreal for the entire family.
They invited him on the set, and he's down on the ground, he's coaching, and they had to remind him a couple of times, these are actors, coach, because he's like, no, get that right. Perfection is always his benchmark, and for him it didn't matter if they were making a movie, but he wanted to make sure that's just who he is. Football really wasn't about winning the championship, but it was winning with a team and building young men, and the byproduct happened to be that championship. So
if we don't come together right now on this hollow ground, we too will be destroyed. Just like they were. I don't care if you like each other or not, but you will respect each other.
I think the biggest lesson that he taught to us as his daughters was really about being humble and that we're no better than anyone else. And it was always about whenever you make it, he would make this saying, don't forget, if you go across the finish line, don't forget to take care of the horse that took you there. And so it was always important for him that to give back. He would say to us, if you didn't wake up this morning planning to make a difference in somebody's life, then carry your butt back to bed. That's just how he approached life. And people are still watching and talking about the movie and talking about the impact. I go into the store and somebody walks up to me and said, hey, aren't you the daughter of Coach Food and you're superintendent of Plymouth Canton? Yes. Let me tell you about how this movie has impacted me, people that have never met him. And so it really continues to live on.
In December of 2019, Herman Boone passed away at the age of 84. If you've never seen Remember the Titans, watch it. You'll never forget it. State Champs salutes Herman Boone.
That's it for this week on the Winter Roundup. Be sure to download our brand new State Champs app so that you can stay up to date with all of our shows on the go. Whether you watch from your Amazon Fire Stick or your cell phone, we are constantly posting content on all things high school.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
State Champs Winter Roundup is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. Also in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association.